Today, we will discuss why the absence of a father in the family often leads to an anxious mother, ultimately raising a sensitive and love-deprived child. There is an absent father at home. It will definitely create an anxious mother, ultimately raise a sensitive and loveless child. Maybe when you were a child, father is always busy, always rely on you the most, absent when most eager to be protected, or the parents are separated. Since then, he's just drifting away from your life, your connection. Slowly only the blessings of the festival remain, and a few polite pleasantries. It's like two familiar strangers. So when I grew up, you start to fear or even avoid getting along with your father. Every time you are alone with him, you will feel uncomfortable, even if it's just a phone call and a few WeChat messages. The atmosphere always makes you feel very embarrassed. You never speak your heart to him. I will not take the initiative to express my feelings for him. Sometimes even call me dad. Don't twist it so hard to say. Every time you see someone talking and laughing with your father, intimacy, you can't help but envy. Obviously you also long to be close, but never could cross that barrier. Gradually those missing emotions, it unknowingly pushes you to two extremes. You may become desperate to be loved, always fantasize that opposite sex can spoil you unconditionally, love you and accept all of you. As long as he treats you a little better, you can't help but treat him as your own world. You become extremely dependent on him. Fear of separation, fear of loneliness. The most terrifying thing is, what if one day he is suddenly gone? You're all alone. Or you might go to the other extreme. It's like having trouble trusting men. I even feel a little bit of resistance. You become more and more distant, not interested in getting close to the opposite sex. At the same time, I am no longer willing to actively respond to any feelings. Your heart, an invisible protective wall has been quietly built. Hold your emotions and feelings firmly in your hands. No longer open your heart easily. No allow anyone easily step into your heart. At the same time, everything you do, you feel intimidated. Always keep imagining the worst in my head. Dare to take that step cautiously, because you already understand. If something goes wrong, no one will stand behind you. All the consequences. In the end, it's all up to you. You live in uncertainty and insecurity. It's as if I've never really had it. The so-called sense of security. Have you ever considered, why has it become what it is now? In fact, psychology has already given the answer. The sense of alienation between you and your father. It's never your fault. Psychologist Bowlby points out in attachment theory that, when a person is young, the emotional connection established with primary caregivers will profoundly affect his adult intimacy and emotional patterns. And for girls, fathers are usually the first significant members of the opposite sex in life. If the role is absent for a long time, or unable to give enough tender attention and response, then he is likely to be subconscious, develop an insecure attachment pattern. In addition to that, there is also a psychological state that is often overlooked. It's called parenting. When the father is absent, the mother was in a state of constant anxiety and mood swings. You may be forced to mature prematurely, become a mood regulator at home. You start to suppress your emotions, take on responsibilities that are not yours. It's not because of how strong you are, it's that you were never allowed to be weak. You're used to courting, accustomed to suppression. I'm used to being alone. All the sadness and grievances. You're constantly torn between the desire to or intimacy and the terror of getting hurt. It's not that you don't know how to love. It's that you understood it too early. Some are close to the end in exchange for only disappointment. Some feelings, the closer you get, the deeper the injury. So how can we heal the wounds caused by the absence of fatherly love? Slowly become that more complete. How about a more powerful self? First of all, please remember, it was never your fault. You didn't miss anything. Nothing is good enough. You who grew up in a loving environment, hard enough, brave enough, please accept yourself tenderly. No matter if it is you who is desperately holding on, or the occasional fragile, sensitive and anxious you. It's all part of who you are. It deserves to be understood and cherished, being treated well. Secondly, don't just want to fill the void in your heart. Just rush into a relationship. Lack of fatherly love. Perhaps you have left a deep regret in your heart, but he shouldn't be your desire for intimacy. Reasons to rush to find love. Before I long to be loved, please stop and ask yourself, what do I really want? It's companionship, it's understanding, or a sense of security of being seen and accepted. When you start to truly understand your heart's desire, you won't easily fall into dependence. I will no longer put a moment of tenderness, mistaken for an eternal promise. Finally, you can also try to be with yourself as a child. Have a good talk. Find a quiet moment. Close your eyes. Go back to the only and scared child. The one who once longed to be hugged, but you are always ignored. and you tell him in a low voice that it's okay. I have grown up. From today onwards, I will protect you, accompany you so you don't get hurt again, no longer let you carry it alone. Maybe you can't help but cry. It's not vulnerability, it's you finally being willing to catch yourself. And a sign to really start healing.